Alright, the lighting is gonna suck in this video because I have no natural lighting right now, but whatever. We're just gonna move past it. So 2016 was a crazy year, to say the least, definitely. It was an amazing year, but at the same time, it had a lot of its devastating moments. So I saw Miranda Sings do this video, and I thought it was a really good idea because I do this every year where I kind of reflect on what I learned from the previous year. So yeah, this is just gonna be everything I learned from 2016. I learned how to start a YouTube channel. I found out how much I love making videos, just like the YouTube community, and how a lot of people are actually extremely welcoming. It's been such a great experience and I honestly love it, and I can't wait to see where YouTube takes me. Almost everyone at some point will eventually let you down. And honestly, that's okay. The most important thing you gotta realize is that everyone's human and everyone makes mistakes. I learned how to handle a panic attack on an airplane. Let me tell you, not a fun time. I learned it's okay to miss people, even the people that hurt you really bad. I learned how to snuba. For those of you that don't know what snubaing is, it's when you have a mouthpiece that allows you to breathe underwater. And it was freaking awesome. I loved it. I didn't get to have bags that like sunk me down, so I had to swim really hard in the water without a life vest. I had the one where it goes in your mouth and it connects to some kind of like air tank. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I did it in Aruba and it was awesome, to say the least. I learned you really are your own worst enemy. I learned that it's okay to be sad because honestly, you can't have joy without sadness. I learned that the French really do call a quarter pounder a Royale with cheese. Pulp Fiction was totally right. One of my favorite things I learned this year. I learned that therapy can be fantastic, especially if you have the right therapist. Just because one therapist didn't work out or screwed you over doesn't mean that they all will. I learned that I could never go vegan because giving up cheese is near to impossible for me. I could give up ice cream, I could give up pretty much every other dairy product except cheese. I learned how much I love Ireland and how it is probably one of my all-time favorite spots to travel to now. Ireland was definitely my favorite part of the entire vacation, and I know everybody says like, really, Ireland? You went to France? I don't know, so there was just something about Ireland. It was so homey and the people were so wonderful and sweet. They're freaking awesome. The food was actually really good. The towns are beautiful. Waterford is amazing. It's like the South Haven of Ireland. It is gorgeous. I got to see my best friend again, which was amazing, and I hope she comes down for my wedding because it would honestly mean the world to me. But yeah, Ireland's awesome. If you haven't gone, I highly suggest you go. I learned how to make a makeup vanity with my fiance. Wasn't easy, but we figured it out and it was a lot of fun. I love doing DIYs, so it was a good time. And I learned how not to get electrocuted when setting up the lights. I learned that Rocket Burger in Chicago is my all-time favorite place to eat. I learned that they have the best veggie burger I have ever had in my entire freaking life. Just trust me when I say if you're ever in Chicago, go to Rocket Burger because it is really freaking good. I learned that a musical can actually start to happen in real life. Enough said. I learned how to make DIY rose cases like in the movie Beauty and the Beast. I learned that if you think negatively and you act negatively, then negative things are going to happen to you. It is just a fact of life. It is how things work. But I also learned that if you think positive and you send off good vibes, positive things will happen to you. That's one of the most important things I learned this year, because I've noticed personally when I think negative, bad things will happen. But if I think positively, something really good happens from it. Thinking positive is actually a very powerful thing, especially for the mind. I learned that Trump is going to be the president of the United States of America for 4 years. Yeah, that happened. I learned how much I hate peeing in the ocean. Yeah, not a fan. Don't ask. Don't ask. I just learned I don't like it. This is why I never tried it. I never will do it again. Can't do it. Sorry guys, sorry. I learned that working out is the best possible medication and is fantastic at turning off your head even just for a little bit. In 2016, I learned how to play the ukulele and I really love it, and it is now one of my favorite instruments of all time. I highly suggest everybody tries it. It's actually a pretty easy instrument to play. I say everybody tries playing some kind of instrument for a year and see how you feel about it, because learning an instrument is awesome and makes you feel totally good playing music. It's how I calm some of the demons in my head, is I'll just play some music and it makes me feel so much better. One thing I learned about my fiance, he constantly pees when he's nervous. Yeah, I learned that day. I learned that Disney World is officially the place that holds the best memories near and dear to my heart. Especially after getting engaged, Disney World will now always hold a special place in my heart for all of my best memories. One of the last things I learned in 2016 that I can remember anyway, things are always going to get worse before they can get better. And that's okay. Really, the trick is to just never lose hope and to just keep holding on, because at some point things will get better, and to every cloud there's always a silver lining. So yeah guys, for the most part that is everything that I can remember and reflect on anyway that I learned from 2016. It was definitely a rough year, but it was by far one of the best years of my life, I can honestly say. My best friend proposed to me and I still can't freaking believe that. That definitely took the cake for me this year. I traveled Europe with my best friends in the whole world, and I got to see my best friend that I hadn't seen in I think over 8 years. That was so amazing. I got to go on a cruise with my fiance and my family. I got to zip line in the Dominican Republic. I got to scuba dive in Grand Turks, and all those amazing things happened. And at the same time, a lot of really difficult stuff happened, which I'm really not going to talk about here. But all I know now is that things are going to get better. And even though 2016 might have sucked for some people, we have a whole new year now, not to start over, but to make things better for ourselves. So on that note, I say stick to your New Year's resolution and don't give up on it. And yeah, really, that's all I gotta say. Next, I think I'm gonna be doing a best of beauty video because I am way late on the bandwagon here and I really need to catch up on that. So I am planning on filming that tomorrow, so it should be up soon. Should be up in like a day or two. Let's see how long it takes me to edit. Have a great rest of your night or day wherever you guys are. Please like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.